Yo, 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 this your boy Lil J from Crime Mob, you dig? So we talking about SWAT team, right? So before your Scrappies, before your Trillvilles, before your Crime Mob, before your Macios, just to name a few, it was SWAT team, man, you know what I'm saying? Coming from the motherfucking east side, one of the pioneers, you know what I'm saying? At Ellenwood, you know what I'm saying? Went to the Grove, one of the pioneers of started this east side rap shit, you know what I'm saying? Jumping off the porch with that hit. We hate Pastor Troy, you know what I'm saying? Mind blowing to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in Atlanta before Atlanta was Atlanta, Pastor Troy was that dog, man. He was that one, you know what I'm saying? Your T.I.'s, your Troy's, and and so for goddamn SWAT team to just come at him like that, I mean, you like, what the fuck? Who these niggas, these crunk ass niggas got that? Oh, and they from the east side? Like, goddamn. So they goddamn came at Troy just like goddamn Troy came at Master P, man. So I mean you gotta respect that shit, you know what I'm saying? You damn near putting the whole east side on your back, coming at, Troy, goddamn that, these niggas had the club popping with that shit, you know what I'm saying? And we talking about a time where wasn't no social media, so wasn't no Facebook, wasn't no MySpace, wasn't no, you know, wasn't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? These niggas got every fucking club rocking. You know what I'm saying? Starting fights and shit. So when you like in the eighth, ninth grade, you look up to that shit. Like, damn, these niggas from the Grove, they from Ellenwood. Shit, shit. We can do that. We can do that. You know what I'm saying? That's inspiration. That's motivation when you see shit like that. You know what I mean? And then, not to mention, see, back in those days it was goddamn 97.5 before it was 107.9. I mean, man, now you on the radio, like, oh hell, man, what? Man, these niggas done made it to the radio. These niggas go to my, you know what I'm saying? Go to my school. They from our hood, goddamn. Nigga, that shit meant so much, man. And so you gotta goddamn give them their flowers, you know what I'm saying, for being one of the pioneers, you know what I'm saying. You probably want to have your Scrappies and your Trillvilles or your crime mobs, you know what I'm saying, without a SWAT team, jumping it out first and, taking the path that they took, you know what I'm saying, started in school or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then pressing CDs and shit, and performing, throwing parties, passing out flyers, and damn, you make it to the radio. Shit, man. I mean, so at least in my world, man, you know what I'm saying, SWAT team mean a lot for me and my career, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy AK, man. It's your boy Lil J on the motherfucking Trinidad. Yep.
I think AK was doing the interview at that time, and I was right behind him and shit. It was like kind of like a table separating us and shit. So Coco bro like, so yeah, SWAT, what was the like, why y'all hating Troy, or what, you know what I mean, what's going on with that situation? So I think like soon as AK get ready to respond, Troy slapped the mic out AK hand, and then goddamn Troy pushed the table like they right here. And then that thing I know we just all squared up on that nigga, you know what I mean? And then his brother don't come out from nowhere. His brother, his security guard come out from the woodworks or whatever. So I'm tired of y'all little young ass nigga. I'm tired of y'all little young ass nigga. Want to beat y'all nigga ass or whatever. At that time, like, I'm thinking the security guard gonna kick us out. They kick Troy out of the club and shit. You know what I mean? The niggas.
It's your boy C Murder right here. You getting it official right now. You heard me?
It's constantly disturbing me. I feel my dreams. I'm told them AK-47 Glocks with fucking beams.
So, Little Scrappy, how did that come about? Like, how did Scrappy wind up getting into the rap game as far as y'all concerned?
He did a few interviews, and the story was, I ain't gonna say lightly fabricated, I'm gonna say all the way fabricated. AK ran into Scrappy, schoolmate, type of deal, and he presented Scrappy to SWAT team as a whole. Like I said at the beginning of the interview, at that point, we've been getting our ass whooped in the club, and we've been whooping ass in the club. So we're recruiting goons. Scrappy still was ticking, he was still with the blonde hair and, doing slides and shit around school and shit. Like for me, I didn't take a liking to him, but as a whole, SWAT team accepted him. You know what I'm saying? Because of AK. AK the man, this our spokesman. You know what I'm saying? Rest of us, we don't talk about shit. We like, AK, hey nigga, you need to go tell them folks this shit. That's how we was. So he took a liking to Scrappy. He seen something in him. So at that point, with what he had going on, the best position for us to place him in, with us looking for goons, was to put you with Mickey Mouse. Rest in peace, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was the Def Jam mannequin. We let him open up shows for us, ticking. So that's where we play Scrappy as a startup. You come, you open up, you dance, and then we get into this street shit. And that was the introduction. But pretty much AK befriended him. He made him his buddy, and we kind of had to accept him because we couldn't just shoot him off because AK had a liking to him. So that's originally how Scrappy came about, opening that ticking with blonde hair. Cisco Twin, aka.
Yeah, straight up.
Straight up.
It's a real story. Lil Scrappy did an interview with a notable platform and host by the name of Queen's Flip. Scrappy made some very controversial statements that were regarded by local fans to be about you all. So I would like to play clips from this interview and get some feedback from y'all, if that's okay.
Run it.
So give me one of their names then.
Hell no, does it?
I'm saying, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like looking for ghosts. Like, it's like a distant memory. I remember, like, I couldn't even sketch out the face. You feel me?
Or you remember all that shit when you were young, getting DDT'd on something that you should forget because you had head trauma, but you can't remember niggas that you put work in theater because you probably, you don't want to give them no shine.
I just don't remember them. You know?
All right, cool. Well,
Haven't been a part of my life in a very, 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 very long time.
And they didn't make it in the industry at all or nothing?
Nah.
Okay.
As far as that, what you just played, I mean, from if I hear it correctly, Scrappy's pretty much saying he don't know us and he don't remember us. And, for me, that's kind of hard to believe because Scrappy used to sleep up under my bed when Mama D used to kick him out the house. And we all went to see the Grove together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be impossible to not know the people or the group who helped you create what still helps you put food in your kid's mouth and put food on your table and pay your bills now and help you put your baby mama on and help you put your mama on. And it would be just hard not to know us because we took our wave, and especially me, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard hearing that because I took a liking to Scrappy, you know what I'm saying? And I met Scrappy through Mickey Mouse. And shit, I went against my own boys to rock with Scrappy. And Mama D took a real close liking to me. And in that particular time, I love Mama D. She was good to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to hear him say that. For me, I'm kind of like not understanding where that's coming from. But the bottom line is, bro know us. Like, that's bullshit. And everybody who know him know he know us. He wouldn't have his career if not for SWAT Team.
We're right to him.
Trying to rap, but at first, motherfucker would write my hook for me, and I go in there and just come up with the verse. And then my mama like, nah, hell nah, like, fuck that, cause she was the same. So she was like, hell nah, don't let nobody write your shit. Write your own shit, cause then you get paid for that shit. And then after that, I just started writing my own shit, just writing everything, hooks, everything. You feel me?
Who did you start rapping?
listening to that one, that was a little bit different because, you know, Scrappy didn't write, like, you know what I mean? When I first met Scrappy, Scrappy didn't know how to write. He wasn't working with a notable producer. He wasn't working with DJ Threat. Nobody from my crew even liked Scrappy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this just the honest to God truth. Scrappy, when we made Head Buster, the original version was not the version that everybody knows now. There's 3 versions to that record. And the original version had me, Scrappy, and one of my partners from the hood named Rick. Some people call him Shouty Rick, you know what I'm saying? Straight off McGill Drive, you know what I'm saying? And Shouty Rick didn't even want to rap. I wrote his verse. And Scrappy, I wrote half of his verse, and I wrote all of mine. And the hook was mine. And Mama D was like, AK, you need to help him get a record together. Yeah, it's time for my baby to start rapping. You be helping all them other niggas out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got y'all shit. Don't nobody want my baby to shine. Da 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 da. And I was like, no, Mama, I ain't got no problem with that. And so he hooked up with this white boy who produced the first version of it. And the thing that was the hardest to do was with Scrappy. The reason was Swat wouldn't work with him initially is because Scrappy used to borrow lines from other rappers. So whatever a hot rapper was, he loved T.I. at the time, he loved Wayne, he loved Tupac. And so you would hear a rhyme that he would write, and maybe the first 8 bars would be a bar from another rapper's song. And then the second half of it would be his. So he had problems getting his verses started. And so we used to tell him, like, bro, you can't do that. Like you can't steal a whole bar. Like, you can't do that, bro. And so and so people didn't want to put him on like that. And so eventually we end up, first version of Head Buster comes out. It's a dope ass concept. I wrote the hook, but the beat is terrible. And I ended up taking him to Joe Bing to reproduce the record, which I gave Joe Bing my concept for the record. I didn't know how to play keys. I just knew what I wanted it to sound like. Joe Bing did the production for the record. SWAT Team ended up, I ended up jumping on the record again, created a whole new verse for it. And then at the time I had a club and I was a promoter. And Lil Mickey Mouse was the host, and Joe Bing, who at that time produced that record, was the DJ. Scrappy got kicked out of goddamn Cedar Grove. I mean, long story short, ended up going to boot camp. Mom D had already told him, like, if you get in trouble again at school, I'm gonna send your ass to boot camp. That story I seen another interview he did with Parlay. Shouts out to my boy Parlay from Franchise, where they gave him this deal and. Like, no, Mama D had already told him if he got kicked out of school, if he got in trouble again, she was gonna send his ass to boot camp. So she sent him, and the whole time Scrappy was gone, everybody you see right here, we put Head Bust on our back. We made this nigga shit hot. By the time Scrappy came home, Head Busters was the hottest fucking song in the city, bar none.
I mean, reason being for that was, at the time, you know, like we said earlier in the interview, that our label, you know, Milltown Records kind of shelved us. You know, we was first single hot, this motherfucker blazing. They waiting on the second single. We didn't know what the hell was going on. We like, why the fuck the second single ain't out, nigga? We ready. We already got it. It's pressed. You know what I'm saying? So by them not putting out that record, it's like, okay, wait a minute. All right, for our finesse move, our best move at that point for what we was going on with the label, like, nigga, Head Buster's hot on the account of AK goddamn writing hook. Pretty much, I say over half of Scrappy's verse and Ryan Rick's verse, just to replace Rick with Rock's verse, which was it was fucking epic in recreating that song. So once they recreated the song, it's like, shit, we gonna push goddamn Head Busters. We gonna let this nigga open up. Keyword let. We're gonna let him open up until we figure out what the fuck going on with our second single. You feel what I'm saying? AK, thanks to AK, he wrote this goddamn record. all right, you wrote this nigga record. All right, we gonna pull him from the dance movement. We're gonna pull him from that, nigga. You a rapper now. We need you to do this head buster. We need you to keep it going till we figure out why our CEO isn't pushing our second single, which is You Damn Right. We probably still don't have the answer. You know, I don't know how to answer that question. But at that point, this where we was at. This where we was as a rap group in the industry on the east side.
So y'all push head bust and blew this song up for him. So now he gets out of boot camp and the song is blazing. He don't have to really put the work in that he would have had to put in.
Scrappy.
Cause I'm gonna tell you what the crazy part is. When he went to boot camp is right when I end up going back to jail again. And then I got out and I was the solo artist, but I didn't have a single.
Make it add up.
So being that I didn't have a single, the lie that I heard him tell on the podcast with Queen Flip, I'm like, bro, I was out here promoting Head Buster and you wasn't even around. I'm a solo artist. I just got out of jail for the second time. I don't know nothing about Scrappy. The only thing that I knew about Scrappy is that we was all supposed to went to Alabama. I'm not gonna lie, DJ Threat left us. So we stopped at McDonald's. My other cousin. No, I stopped at McDonald's. Oh, that's what I'm getting to. My other cousin Huck with me.
Okay.
So then, yeah, Rock cousin, you know. So we in McDonald's and me and Huck talking to some chicks and he run up with a flashlight on his chin and say, "Flashlight patrol." So Huck nudged.
Hold on, hold a second.
Leaving somebody out who
No.
I was with you at
No, that was it. It was me, Huck, and Lil Scrappy.
Yeah, okay, you looked that out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he ran in McDonald's. He ran in McDonald's while me and Huck hollering at some chicks. Cause see, me and Huck was like, okay, DJ Threat left us, cool. We just finna go to the bounce. You remember when the bounce was on Bankhead Friday night, first Friday. So he had a flashlight and he put it under his chin. I have no earthly idea where this man get a flashlight from. He runs in McDonald's and put a flashlight under his chin while me and Huck over here rapping two chicks down and say flashlight patrol. Then the two chicks were like, you know what? Never mind, y'all too immature. So Huck tapped me, Huck like, boy, we gotta drop this nigga. Oh, boy, we can't take this nigga to the bounce with us. Hell no, and he ain't got no money, so we drop him off, we go to the bounce, and to be honest, I never really had intentions on hanging with you after that because the two oldest in the group was me and AK. So I move a certain type of way. Huck moved like me. You was the only one that's our brand. I get it, you young, but you still, you can't hang with us doing that. Dropped his ass off at the house. At the house. At home. Yeah.
They sitting home, man. You on the bitch shit.
You gonna play the next clip?
Rapping with no friends, no nothing, nigga. You just started rapping in your crib and you just decided
Yeah,
in the
it
studio?
was, you know, it started with me. You know what I'm saying? And then listen. It started with me, and then I ran into some more niggas that they had like a little group or whatever, but they would only like I was trying to get down with them and shit, but they would only call us like niggas like me and when there's some bullshit going down, like it's time to fight and shit, like.
So, you know, I actually heard this one. I actually heard this when I heard some excerpts from the Queen's Flip interview. Scrappy talking about, you know, we only call him when we wanted to fight or when there was some bullshit going down. But Scrappy was the last motherfucker we was gonna call. Like, yeah, period. Like, people gotta realize Scrappy was still dancing at the time. His hair was still blonde. And Scrappy went, anybody who know me, AK, they know I kept Scrappy attached to me at the hip everywhere I went because I saw something in him. So I took him with me everywhere I went. And everywhere I went, Swat was there. And every time they saw him, they like, AK, why you bringing this nigga around again? Eventually they got cool with Scrappy. But let me tell y'all just a quick story. So since we talking about, you know, we only picked him up when the bullshit go down. We get one phone call one day, just one. I ain't gonna even dive into the extra. This shit'll kill everything else. We get one phone call one day. Mama D called me directly. I'm with the crew. We at Rock House. And probably about less than 5 minutes from Scrappy House. She said, y'all need to go up to the school. School is Cedar Grove at the time. Shouts out to Ellenwood, right? They about to try to jump on my baby. I call up the crew. Everybody. We load up. We go up to the school. We already done we all gone. We done graduated. So we going up here on the fuck shit. We get up to the school. Got no business though. We get to the school and we like, Scrappy, where they at? Where they at? We ain't come to talk. We came to goddamn motherfucking get on the nigga's ass. Scrappy points over to the goddamn corner.
How many?
And it's like 5 of them. We look past them.
5 of them?
We look past them. We like, okay, Scrappy, where they at?
Where they at?
He like, they right there.
They right fucking there.
We said, you mean them bitches?
Them bitches.
Shannon knew,
No.
right?
Shannon. Goddamn Shannon. You know Shannon. You know Shannon.
And so,
You know Shannon.
and so, man, look, it was 5
These
girls.
bitches that got on his ass.
Light skin Shannon?
Dark skin went to school with us.
It was 5 girls.
Now you remember that crew.
It was 5 girls, man. Look,
Whoa.
look, I ain't gonna say nothing there. The point is, it was goddamn 5
They
girls.
got on his ass.
Yeah, so
Say something
if
else.
somebody call you up to the school,
End of the interview.
if somebody call you up to the school because they about to get jumped on by 5 chicks, I pretty much think it's safe to say we ain't never called Scrappy to go handle no beefs for us.
Okay.
Period.
They factual.
Yeah, like on to the next like excerpt from his interview. I guess that's what we doing.
But I mean, even if why would we have to call him?
We didn't
Already there.
because we didn't.
Why did you fall out with them though? Did you fall out with them, or did you feel like they was it more of a respect thing, or like what was your issue with them? Because you said that they didn't show you no love. Did they just
Well, cause they would always try to, like, you can tell, like,
little boy you?
not even little boy, but try to act like, because they was on the stage at that time that, like, you know, but I'm like, cuz you wasn't even just acting like that, bro. Like, you acting like that now, nigga, like, and you be like, wow, not even, like, nah, y'all ride over in that car. Like, you be like, but hold on, cuz, what going on? But what the crazy part was, the other niggas one nigga started flipping on everybody, like on some little shady shit. So, but he was doing it to the other niggas that was doing the fighting, and you know, I always hung around older niggas that were way harder than me. Pause. You feel me? So they got them nigga mad. So them niggas hit me up. Hey, stay away from them niggas. Cause them niggas finna get it. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, hold on, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And shit just started happening to where I'll be the only nigga fighting. Them niggas running. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
As everything sets in, as far as the avenues that I partake in and answering that question is a lot of things that he saw and he didn't actually happen the way that he wanted to see it. For as SWAT, the only position that we could give you being in a army, SWAT at this point when you came in the situation was a army. We had no choice but we had a meeting about this shit, about you opening up and ticking, because we didn't know any other avenue for you to partake in. Meaning at this point, we have been going through a lot of things and you wasn't what we needed. So when we brought you in, we brought you in the best way that we could. Like when things converted and you actually had a hit song, had a hit record, and we expected you to back us and to take us with you only until our second single drop. So I think that what AK was trying to do was to keep the motor running. We had the motor. We had a fucking 454 engine. That motherfucker was running. At that point, we had label issues, and it was a pause on what SWAT was doing. So we took the initiative to push you. We took the initiative to push you in order to catch up. So, at the end of the day, use the avenue to pursue. And I ain't gonna lie, at that point, that was when boys was becoming men. AK started realizing, hey, I gotta stop liking niggas. I gotta start being cool with niggas. I gotta be a businessman. Cause get what? I got 5 other niggas in SWAT team, and at this point, we don't have no other. The direction that our fingers as a whole was being pointed was at your ass. So now, nigga, you catching all the shit. It's like, hey, K, come here. And this my fucking cousin. Like, nigga, this nigga, mama, my daddy's sister. It's like, hey, bro, you brought this fuck ass nigga in, man. We been paying the way for this nigga. And, you know, we on the back end of shit, and shit not popping in this situation. So, what are you gonna do? Because our direction is different. If it get past AK, if AK can't come to you and handle the situation the way we're gonna handle it, we don't have no other way. We've been getting our ass whooped or whooping ass. That was it. That's we didn't have as SWAT. He had options because he was a spokesman. We tapped this nigga on the shoulder like, hey, nigga, go tell them folk this, that, and the motherfucking other nigga, that shit don't work. We whooping their ass. And he like, God damn, shawty. I gotta go tell these folk this bullshit, or get what? I'm gonna get my ass whooped. Cause at that time, nigga, we getting nervous. Shit ain't going our way. We been depending on this nigga. We just, it ain't, I never be with this nigga, he my cousin. But it's like, nigga, you been the spokesman. So it's like the finger has to be pointed at you. And I think he wore his shoes, and, he wore that shit correctly. But at that point, like, we was just looking for answers. And like I say, still to this day, they aren't answered. And the story is fabricated. So we're trying our best to clear it up.
You in the studio.
Yeah. Well, I ain't lead a nigga like I wasn't a part of that group. I'm just...
you just stopped fucking with them niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
You went to the studio.
Yeah.
You remember your first rap you wrote?
What does it say? Just the other... I don't know. Just another day or some shit. I don't know. I can't remember.
Can't hear it because he ain't said shit. He thinking about what he gonna say.
Oh, I know one of them called Hell Nah. It's just like Hell Nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't even know if we're gonna even respond to that because I think bro just capping at that point.
They came with a controversial song,
Shit.
but
It just it was so controversial that it couldn't make it. It didn't make it out of Atlanta, man. Like, it went to certain places. Like, it went to Alabama, and that was it. Like, because they had like connections out there. But
Look, We Ain't Pastor Troy was one of the biggest records independently in the entire Southeast region by any group that didn't have a record deal at the time. At the time, shouts out to my boy J-Dog from Selecto Hits, which was one of the, out of Tennessee, Memphis, which was one of the biggest distribution companies in the whole Southeast region. And they had been offering us a deal for a while to distribute our album because of how big that record was. Florida, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina. Scrappy says in his Queen Flip interview, I think I heard some of him saying all the cities he went to when he came back home, and he seen that his record was hot after all of the work that we did. All of the cities that Scrap went to was the cities he went to with us.
Which city?
Yeah, like it was more than goddamn Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality, like so the point is that we gave him the platform. You didn't just come home and know how to be a rapper, know how to be in the rap game, know where to go tour, know who to go create the relationships with before the deal with Lil Jon if you hadn't already seen it firsthand. Somebody gave him the blueprint. We gave him the blueprint. So even when Scrappy wasn't around us being respected for rapping, the nigga was still getting game because we wasn't keeping game from him. You know what I'm saying? So to act like, you know, somebody, you use the same playbook, how the playbook worked for us, and it wasn't gonna work for you. That's ludicrous. Next.
So I be like, I'm trying to goddamn rap, nigga. Like, you know, I'm trying to get on this stage. And if nigga wouldn't let a nigga on the stage when they rapping shit, you know, a nigga want to go up there and just be like, yeah, nigga, fuck going on. Just get a taste of that stage. And so I just started doing my own shit. For real. Like, and them niggas, they fell, I don't know what had happened, but like,
Who?
I don't know.
You know their names?
Yeah, I forgot. You know.
You lying, nigga. You don't want to give them no shine.
Again, man, I'm not gonna be long-winded on this situation, man. And like I say, man, as a you see 5 men, man, but we got 6 men. As a whole, like I said, we had a meeting about Little Scrappy. The only position that we could fit you with was to open up Antique with Mickey Mouse, because we felt like I say, by this time, AK got his ass beat a couple times, Chosen got his ass beat a couple times. I think we all, you know, I still got scars from being in SWAT team. Like, nigga, you couldn't protect us. So, just because AK fuck with you, nigga go tick.
You being nice.
You saying, but the cap ass part about it is him saying he wasn't performing, he wasn't on stage, he wasn't this, he wasn't that. When I was the solo artist behind him, and I'm jealous because shit, I don't even got a single done yet.
You was what?
I was jealous because he was on stage everywhere we went. I was honestly like real grown man shit. I was mad as fuck. Like, that's actually what made me go right 50 deep. We still got a video of you performing on stage with us, but you never performed on stage with us. And the man that's got the video sitting right next to me.
Let's do this. Let's do this, V, because, you know, obviously I would like to hear other clips, but the idea that we even keep talking about Scrappy is kind of bothering the fuck out of me. So I'm gonna dub this shit like this. Scrappy didn't fucking write We Some Head Busters by his goddamn self. I wrote half of his first verse. I wrote half of his second verse. I wrote the whole motherfucking hook. Goddamn, the idea to change, to swirl his asshole, to goddamn knock his ass out, Rock came up with that concept. The production beat that Joe Bean did was my concept, but I did not know how to produce at the time. There was no contracts in place. There was none of that shit in place. Scrappy went to fucking boot camp. While he was in boot camp, the whole goddamn squad was working his record because he was down with the crew. He can't act like he wasn't down with the crew, because if you really wasn't down with the motherfucking crew, then the crew wouldn't have been working your record and goddamn and holding you like you they brother while you was gone. You would have came back with the same non-working ass record that you had before you left. You left as a goddamn ticker, you came back as a motherfucking star. And everybody thought you was a goddamn ass whooper because of your goddamn record. He went on the road a couple times after we wasn't with him, and them other niggas who was whooping ass with him, they wasn't with him no more. He was getting snatched off the stage in Florida. He was goddamn getting snatched. He got snatched off stage about 2-3 different cities, got teeth knocked out, all that shit. That shit never happened when he was with SWAT. We was whooping niggas ass for him. Ass Crunchy, ass Mike, ass all these niggas that's from Ellenwood with us, how we was keeping niggas off that boy ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was on the record. I mean, shit. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is, niggas just need to tell the truth. This ain't about beef. This ain't about nothing. The real Eastside story is about telling the goddamn truth. We told y'all we took some L's. We gave some other niggas some L's. You know what I'm saying? But we kicked the motherfucking door in for the Eastside. Can't nobody say we didn't. Period. Move it along.
From on the side of my face from getting hit with the steel.
Move it along, V.
Aquarium scene.
Move it along, V. She gonna add the question. She the hoe. Move it away. Let her.
All the beef stuff. Y'all had notable beefs between SWAT Team, Scrappy, Trillville, and members from your old crew, if I'm correct.
That's
Am I correct?
Short.
Okay, so how did all that start?
Shit, man. I recall one day we was at the aquarium, and I think this the same time Scrappy and Trillville got their deal with John or whatever. And I think it was me, Chose, and then my little cousin, Huck, and AB was at the club that night. And somehow they ended up leaving the VIP where I was sitting at. You know what I mean? I'm sitting just like I am now. And Scrappy and Trillville, they kind of like at the bar and shit, just, you know what I mean, mugging me for whatever case the reason was. I don't know what they was mugging me for. So at that time, I really felt some kind of way, you know what I mean? So I walked past them niggas and shit. So Scrappy stick his feet out, and I almost got there and fell on the floor. So I caught my balance, and I just kind of like just bucked at him like that. So I think Job from Trillville, he got down just bust me in my motherfucking chin and shit or whatever. Trilltown Mafia. He got down swung on my head, boom. So goddamn, I had to goddamn, you know what I mean, kept my balance or whatever. So I think me and Scrappy, me and him we going blow for blow. Scrappy on this side got them tearing my chin up. On this side, I can see him out my peripheral, what they call it, right? Your peripheral. What they? I see my peripheral. Yeah. So I see homie got down just smashed me in my face while I'm trying to get down stay toe with this nigga and shit. So somehow I got down, I think Arjo, one of them niggas tried to pick me up and scoop me and slam him on my back and whatever, but my legs so long, I caught my goddamn balance. And then by that time, security guard broke it up. I was like, thank God. Cause nigga, you know, anytime nigga get jumped on, nigga try to get the best of you when you're on that ground. Yeah. But luckily, my leg was so long that it took about 3 minutes to get me down. And then at that time, at one point like a motherfucker, security guard came and broke it up. They broke it up, whatever. They kicked us out the club. We hit in the back. We in the back of the club. So Trillville, like LA, Don P. Scrappy, they all like this and shit, like woo woo, like, but yeah, but I told you about this shit, but so I'm like, damn, I'm surprised, like y'all ain't really got that much hate for me, like we ain't really beefing like that. This just some rap shit, you know what I mean? Like we really know each other. Like y'all really trying to see about me like this? Okay, cool. At that time, we still promoting our album. I think that was SWAT Team Ready for War. Ready for War 2 came out. So we had Salt Cave Mall like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later and shit. So goddamn, I think Little Smurf was there, Smurf World. Shout out Smurf World, man. Brick Road was there, Crime Mart was there, MIG from Crime Mart was there. Yeah, all them boys were there. Everybody from the east side was there. Smurf, all them boys. So goddamn, everybody seen it live. So goddamn, we promoting the record. Me, Chosen, and my little cousin Hook or whatever. So I think somebody ran up to me like, hey man, them Trillville niggas and they just walked inside the mall, man, you know what I mean, woo. So I'm like, oh yeah, they got the nerve to come back, like they weren't from County Road for real, like y'all from Stevenson, no hate. It's just like y'all throwing shit in my face, like, yeah, we just homie, we come on hit territory and do what the fuck we wanna do. That's how I took it. So goddamn, I put my flyers down, the CD down or whatever, and I approached them niggas and shit. So I like, goddamn, what's up, Don P? What's up, LA, man? Like that fuck, y'all niggas jumped on me, bro. So Don P go to holler, oh Rock, man, this shit squad, man, this shit ain't even like that. So I'm like, squad, how this shit squad? Nobody call me. Like, how can you squat some? I should be the one squat. Yeah, I'm the one who need to squat. Like you jumping on me, homie. Like how you squat some shit? Okay then. My little cousin like, bro, ain't no more talking, bro. So I just fired on LA ass. Bow. So the nigga got down, ran. He tried to run from me and shit. No, you didn't do that. Yeah, real talk, man. On God. So somehow I caught the nigga hand from up on his leg and made him fall on the floor. Then the nigga, he hopped up out the floor. LA ass fell. No. He hopped up out the, he hopped. Trillville? He's stupid, man. Hey, man, he's stupid as fuck, man. Hey, look, so he hopped up out the floor and shit. They hit my brother in the goddamn face. My brother got there and then ran from my brother. My brother ran, caught that nigga ass, slammed him on the back. And to the day, the nigga got a blinking disorder. Who? LA from Trillville. He got a what? My brother slammed him on the back. Who? On the neck. Who the fuck is your brother? Swat up. But make a long story short, you know, LA had a blinking disorder to this day. You know what I mean? People from
don't even know he
people,
got
yeah, people from his label and
That's why
shit.
he always wear
How long you
shades
can't
on his video.
People from the labels. Come on, man. People calling from his labels or whatever, talking about well, they telling us shit. We gotta fire LA or suspend him because he won't wear his shades in his video shoots because he blinked too fucking much. At this time, when my brother standing on the neck, me and him kind of got into it. I'm like, damn, I ain't want to kill the nigga. I just want to hurt the nigga. You know what I mean? Why you do that shit to him? Like, luckily, this nigga one though. If he was there, we'd be locked up. Just say we did 50 years, cause it only took one stunt for somebody. Man, come on, man. But long story short, though, that was really what happened. Though I see they mentioned about how they did this and that to us, but they're not telling the real story how it really happened.
Okay, AK, can you elaborate on that? Because I know you weren't there at the time, but you actually got a phone call about it. So tell me about that phone call.
So I'm chilling at the crib and I get a phone call and the first thing I forgot who would call me. Somebody like, yo, AK, what the hell going on? What y'all niggas doing, man? I heard y'all done killed the nigga at the mall. I can't make this shit up. They said I heard y'all done killed the nigga at the mall. So goddamn, I called C. I thought he was at the mall because he ain't with me. I said, C, what the hell y'all nigga doing? I heard y'all done killed the nigga at the mall. And C like, nigga, I ain't at the mall. Somebody just called me and told me that same shit. We called goddamn Chosen. You hear that nigga? That nigga like, hello? He ran. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing? I'm gonna call you back in a minute.
Hey, look. Hey, we running by this bit. We nervous as fuck. Cause niggas ain't saying Rock killed, Chosen killed. They saying SWAT team killed the nigga at Salty Cow Mall. Man, AK nervous. We like, okay. And I ain't gonna even lie at this point, Chosen and Rock wasn't known to be the aggressors. Like, Chosen cool as fuck. Like, this nigga, he'll be laid back. You know what I'm saying? Rock was, deal with my goon. Like, that nigga go, but, you know, it kind of have to be a situation for him to go. Like, he got to know you got to press your button, be like, hey, nigga, go. You know what I'm saying? So, it was weird as hell because the goons that we had left, and the aggressors ended up being the two niggas that we didn't expect to be the aggressors. So it was like, okay, all right, AK, you ain't at the mall. I was always a little crazy. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. Now, I was going through some shit. But it was like, AK ain't at the mall. Lil C ain't at the mall. JV goddamn was in his bag always. So we knew it wasn't fucking him. It's like, nigga, okay, nigga, Rockin' Chosen and killed somebody at the goddamn mall. I'm with AB, so nigga, Rockin' Chosen, hold on, goddamn it. They just go when we go. You know what I'm saying? They are protectors. We know, like, nigga, if it's 40 niggas and Chosen them nigga, they on the back end we straight. So like the shit was crazy with Chosen and Rock went through a whole fucking phase where like the split happened. All the fuck niggas went this way. All the niggas that, you know, at one point in time they was our goons. I ain't have to fight. It can't have to fight. Chosen had to fight. Cause we had goddamn 30 niggas running in front of us trying to hit forwards. So it was like, nigga, we weren't used to that shit. So like then, nigga, shit started happening. It's like SWAT, nigga. We had the per se fight. We had security, nigga. We had security and we had goons. Just being honest. So it didn't come a point in time where niggas pushing up on Chosen. Chosen them goddamn turned in security and goons. We like, what the fuck going on, man? Like, nigga, y'all nigga tripping. And every time that y'all getting some shit, we never there. Me and AK always got to call each other like, nigga, what the fuck Rockin' Chosen at? Like, I don't know, goddamn. Them folk, from what they tell me, Rock and Chosen killed the nigga outside the Caramel. I'm saying they didn't kill the nigga, or the nigga SWAT team didn't kill the nigga. Them folk like, SWAT team didn't kill the nigga. I'm like, nah, that was Rockin' Chosen at. You know what I'm saying? So it was epic for us, because it's like, okay, we done lost all our goons. You know, we weren't really about to fuck shit because we had already blowed up, nigga. It was just like, nigga, we gonna do a show, make some money. We had niggas that wanted to protect us, so we didn't have a chance to fight. So at that point, it's like, nigga, how the fuck Rock and Chosen, they the front runners now. It's like, nigga, when it's time to beat a nigga ass, to go shoot up a nigga mama house and shit, we call Chosen and fucking Rock. So me and AK and AB like, man, this shit fucked up, bro. Like, SWAT Team fucked up, bro.
So look, didn't y'all have a new member post We Hate Pastor Troy? Who was the new member?
The new member was AB.
Oh, okay.
Which was our solo artist.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so AB, since you're now chiming in, let me ask you a direct question. Did the beef between you all ever come to blows? And as the first solo artist under SWAT Team, how did you end up in the group?
The beef, I'm gonna be honest. I usually to me, it was beef, but it wasn't beef. Like, that's why I ain't understand what Scrappy meant when he said we used to call him, because the dudes and the niggas I fought with on Glenwood, I can't even call them. They told me straight up as soon as I got in SWAT Team, bro, we don't do rap beef. So if you call us, you got to know we coming to L shit out. We ain't coming to talk. We ain't coming to do no discussion. So if you don't feel, they said don't call us until you feel like you can't handle it. Shout to Run them, even Cali, goddamn Lee.
Yeah, big Lee.
Yeah, so the type niggas I hang with, yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the niggas I hang with, I can't even call these niggas for this type shit we in. This to them, this shit childish. These niggas coming to L shit out, cause they told me straight up, AB, if we get out this car and you say anything, we gonna get back in the car, we gonna shake that man's hand and tell him we sorry for wasting his time. Cause that's the type niggas I roll. That's why I didn't understand what he meant. We always call you to fight. My nigga, I don't call nobody. 9 times out of 10, I can handle the shit myself. If I got to call anybody from Glenwood, I already know. Matter of fact, the fight we had downtown where I got hit with the steel end of a chair, I'm happy it was downtown. The steel end of a chair, but still didn't fall. You know what I'm saying? What club that war below Envy? Nah, that was the club below Envy. No. We went in there. Nah, it wasn't the warehouse. It was Envy. Then it was that club that was below it that they used to use for, Club Envy on Spring Street.
Okay, so look, tell me how you got in the group.
Oh,
how did you go from a solo artist to SWAT Team?
When I got out of prison, we was all sitting in the car in front of my mama's house, and I rapped the song I had wrote in prison called Ain't No Sunshine. And when I rapped it for everybody, they were like, okay, all right. And they say, you want to be in the group or you still want to stay the solo artist? So you know me, fuck it, let's go, let's run.
You know, much love for Crew, but I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, him and AK got to fight, and I don't know what the fuck that shit was about. But I know, goddamn, him and JB got the fucking fight, and JB like, fuck that nigga, I'm going overseas, nigga, I'm finna fight fires, and nigga, it's love for Crew. We're like, damn, bro, what the fuck, man? I don't know what it was, but AK, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, nigga, this my motherfucking, this my auntie's son. So it like, man, nobody like this nigga, man. Like,
can we talk briefly about the album Ready for War, The Return? Y'all had 2 huge records. ATL We Rap For and You Damn Right, which was Ready for War re-released.
So in closure, you know, this is where we was at the backside of everything. We put that album out. The first album was Ready for War. We had some people that was a part of our crew that were no longer a part of our crew. So we took a lot of songs off the album, or took them off the album. And then we essentially added other people to the album. 50 Deep, ATL We Rep For was a huge record for us, but a lot of people didn't know that was actually AB's first single. That's where we directly went at Trillville, Scrappy, and whoever else we had problems with. And You Damn Right We Bucking, which is essentially where Scrappy got head busters from. The whole fist pump shit, he got that from there. Next question.
Well, in closing, and you can answer this individually, what are you up to now, and what can we expect from you in the future?
Shit, I got a new album coming out in July. Goddamn AK fucking Swats, the Deluxe.
Oh man, right now, man, I got a clothing line, man. If you don't see it, man, Start Authentic, man. Start Authentic Entertainment. The EP. Got a few artists. The EP, man. Start Authentic Entertainment. Just be looking for the name, Start Authentic.
You know, I'm still doing music, man. Just branched off. I switched the name from AB to King Richie. So, you know, got the EP coming out, Pressure. Then we got the mixtape 4X Money. Then we got the album Black Hollywood. So, you know, it's a lot of things in the making, a lot of projects. Thinking about starting a podcast, and you know, we just got a lot of stuff working.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, me and my little wife here, whatever, we got our own little food company coming out, you know what I mean? So y'all be on the lookout for that. We selling everything that the South can bring you. On top of that, still SWAT Team for Life, Jewel Gang, La Familia. My little cousin, Jewel Gang Jock, y'all be on the lookout for that. And we coming with it, man. Counter Roads on shit, flat show, shit forever, man.
Me, I'm just focused heavy on the investments, the bottom line, real estate investment, cryptocurrency, you know, whatever gonna make some money, man. And then, of course, we got the production. You know, I got Lil C, got the clothing line. Chief, he got the clothing line. We got Start Authentic. We got Love for Crew. You know, we got SWAT Team for Life. So we just coming back, doing our, you know, reunion. And we got the hits coming out. We're gonna have the visuals, the audio, everything. Exactly. So y'all stay tuned.
And y'all gonna get a new EP from SWAT Team. We getting ready to work on it.
Facts.
All right, well, from me being from the East Side, this was such a pleasure. I really appreciate you guys and the great energy that y'all just brought and the truth that you brought to this interview.
Facts.
And I wish y'all much success.
Appreciate
East Side for life.
For life.
Eastside, check it out.
Hey, see the bro shit.
All that letting niggas off the hook shit. Hey man, that shit over. R.I.P. Tupac Shakur, man. First off, fuck this shit, niggas quick to claim. Used to go to war for who? Niggas stick the lane. You claim that you a hitter, used to be your babysitter. Mama sent us to the school so them hoes wouldn't get you. Papa Doc, copper squat. Be rabbit on your ass, this ain't loving hip hop. You used to telling lies, now some real niggas calling you out. Them Florida boys used to go in your mouth. Pause. Let your right hand take a charge, you did them dirty. Didn't put no money on his books, boy, I thought you was working. Tricking ass nigga took his girl budget and ran and bought a new smile, I be damn. Don't get it twisted, use a sucker, let nobody.
So, this is boy Shotty Rick checking in from the SWAT team. You know what I mean? We all grew up together, kick it together, smoke together, drink together, party together. We did it all, you know what I'm saying? But shit, we was at every club from the east to the west to the south. I mean, even north, you out of town when we have a shit. We had like that when we was saying when we got going through, when we been through. You know what I'm saying? It was like up and down, you know what I mean? But I think it was just a hit of the time. I mean, I'm not even a rapper. Shoot, you know what I mean? I ain't just doing all that capping all about all these people, man. You know what I'm saying? The people now looking nowadays, shoot, we all family, you know what I mean? I'm still family to this day, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? People want to talk bad about us anyway, you know what I mean? But shit, right now, I don't really get too good for all that. You know, on the situation with Scrappy, man, you ain't even keeping it real with me, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going to fucking children guys on here, man. You know what I mean? I ain't never gave me a shout on the song. Listen, you did listen to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't asking for now, that's showing how much showing Lewis, man. You know what I'm saying? We were like brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even think about keeping with me like you told me to, man. I ain't never heard from you ever since you got signed, huh?
Keeping it real. Then you switch to Ludacris, hoping to make a few mil. But that shit came to a standstill. You call yourself the prince, you copy my style. You and Trillville jumped me, I took it and smiled. Now I'm about to set the record straight. With my AK, I'm still a thug that you love to hate. Motherfucker, I hit 'em up.